Welcome, everyone. So glad you're here. In this special discussion, we're diving into something that literally affects every single one of us. Today, we're unpacking some really thought-provoking material for World Nature Conservation Day. And honestly, it doesn't just throw dry facts at us. It's more of a wake-up call. It's inviting us to pause, look around, and really rethink our relationship with this giant rock we call home. We're going to look at the delicate balance of our ecosystem, the current threats, and most importantly, the deep moral lesson about our responsibility to tomorrow. So let's just get right into it.
Section 1. A terrifying imagination.
You know, sometimes to truly appreciate what we have, we kind of have to picture losing it. And our source material starts off not with a big celebration, but by asking us to step into a pretty jarring scenario. I want you to just sit with this for a second. What if trees, rivers, and forests just disappeared? Seriously, think about the sheer emptiness of that image. This isn't just some environmental hypothetical. It is a literal existential threat, right? Like if the forests go, rivers dry up. And if rivers dry up, the life that depends on them just vanishes. It's a domino effect. This question forces us to face what a destroyed planet actually looks like, not just for animals or the climate, but for the generations after us who'd inherit nothing but a barren, silent world.
Section 2. Nature's Priceless Gifts.
Okay, thankfully, that terrifying scenario is not our reality right now. So, bringing some life back into our discussion, let's shift to the absolute, overwhelming generosity of the Earth. I mean, look at what we're given, unconditionally, every single day. Pure air, clean water, nourishing food, sustaining life. Nature is hands down our greatest heritage. It's the whole foundation of our existence. Before we can even talk about conservation, we've got to acknowledge this total dependence. Every breath you take, every sip of water, the food fueling your body, it's all coming straight from this system. And guess what? Nature doesn't send us an invoice for the pure air. It just sustains us. It's this incredibly beautiful, life-giving partnership, well, as long as we don't break our end of the bargain.
Section 3. Our environment in danger.
But as we all know, we're kind of breaking that bargain right now. We have to address the uncomfortable truth of human destruction. We are facing a crisis of our own making. On one side of the scale, we've got that unconditional generosity we just talked about, pure air and water. But on the other side, we see our destructive outputs. Increasing pollution, the aggressive cutting down of trees, and this ever-rising avalanche of plastic use. Because of these actions, our environment is constantly in danger. The imbalance is just impossible to ignore at this point. We're literally taking the pure essentials of life and replacing them with pollution and plastic. It's a transaction where the planet constantly loses. And you know, if the planet loses, we lose too.
Section 4. 4 Steps of Change.
But hey, we aren't just left in despair here. The material gives us a super clear path forward, showing how small, daily habits can spark massive global change. Here are 4 actionable steps we can all take. First up, plant at least 1 tree every year. Just 1. Imagine if everyone did that. Second, stop water waste. It's all about being mindful of a resource we way too often treat as infinite. Third, minimize plastic use. We just saw how plastic is this massive threat, right? Well, this is where we push back by choosing sustainable alternatives. And fourth, keep your surroundings clean and actively spread the word to others. Honestly, these aren't impossible demands. They are simple, everyday tweaks. The power to restore that balance is literally right in our hands.
Section 5. Trust of the Future.
All right, now we are hitting the absolute heart of this entire explainer. We've talked about the practical steps, sure, but we really need to understand the deeper why. And the central moral lesson is this: Earth is not ours, but a trust for future generations. I mean, wow, that completely flips how we view our relationship with the planet, doesn't it? We aren't the owners of the Earth, we're just its caretakers. The whole idea of a trust means we have literally borrowed this planet from our kids and grandkids. Really think about that. Every time we pollute or waste, we aren't just messing up our own backyard today. We are actively stealing from the inheritance of the people coming after us. It's a heavy, undeniable responsibility that we've really got to let sink into our conscience.
And that moral responsibility leads directly to this undeniable truth. If nature remains safe, only then will our future be safe. They are a package deal. You absolutely cannot have a thriving human future on a dying planet. It just doesn't work. By saving nature, by planting those trees, cutting down on plastic, we aren't just saving the environment for the sake of the environment, we are literally saving ourselves. It's a direct equation.
Now, To make sure this message reaches as many people as possible, remember that spreading awareness is actually a huge part of conservation itself. So if you love nature and want to be part of the solution, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Lal Bahadur Official for more inspiring content just like this.
Which brings us to our final thought. We've visualized the terrifying possibilities, we've recognized nature's absolutely priceless gifts, we've faced the danger, and we've walked through the 4 steps to change. We know now that the Earth is a sacred trust placed right in our hands. So the only thing left to ask is this: will you secure the future of coming generations?